The Troubles, a conflict that scarred Northern Ireland and strained relations between Ireland and Britain for 3 decades. Today, we delve into this complex and painful history. Spanning from the late 1960s to the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, the Troubles was a period of intense ethno-nationalist conflict. It was a battle over the constitutional status of Northern Ireland. The stage was set in Northern Ireland in the late 1960s, a region deeply divided along religious and political lines, simmering with discontent over decades of discrimination. At its heart, the conflict revolved around deep-seated issues of identity, religion, and the demand for civil rights by the largely Catholic nationalist minority against the predominantly Protestant unionist majority. While tensions had existed for decades, the spark that ignited the Troubles was the violent reaction to peaceful civil rights marches. The late 1960s saw the rise of the Northern Ireland Civil Rights Association, inspired by movements in the U.S., demanding, quote, one man, one vote. But their peaceful protests often met with violent counter-demonstrations, escalating sectarian tensions. The increase in unrest led to the resurgence of armed groups. The Provisional IRA sought a united Ireland, while loyalist groups like the UVF defended Northern Ireland's union with Britain, plunging the region into cycles of retaliatory violence. In 1969, unable to contain the violence, the British government deployed the British Army. Initially welcomed by some, their presence soon became another flashpoint, particularly among the nationalist community. The 1970s saw the conflict intensify with shocking events that further polarized the communities and drew international attention. Bloody Sunday in 1972, where British soldiers shot 26 unarmed civil rights protesters in Derry, was a turning point. It led to the suspension of the Northern Ireland Parliament and the imposition of direct rule from Westminster. The prison hunger strikes in the early 1980s, particularly the death of Bobby Sands, amplified nationalist sentiment, drawing massive public support and international condemnation for the British government's policies towards political prisoners. The 1970s and 80s were marked by intense sectarian violence, with bombings, assassinations, and tit-for-tat killings becoming grim realities of daily life for the people of Northern Ireland. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, the realization that the conflict could not be won militarily began to shift focus towards political solutions. Secret talks, back channels, and international mediation efforts paved the way for formal negotiations involving political parties in Northern Ireland and the British and Irish governments. The culmination of years of effort was the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, a landmark accord that established a framework for peace, power sharing, and future political stability. Following the agreement, the focus shifted to the complex process of paramilitary disarmament and the normalization of security arrangements, crucial steps for sustaining the peace. The legacy of the Troubles is profound, shaping the socio-political landscape of Northern Ireland and influencing international conflict resolution. The 30-year conflict resulted in over 3,500 deaths and countless injuries, leaving deep scars of trauma and loss that continue to impact communities today. Today, Northern Ireland is largely peaceful, but challenges remain, including sectarian divisions, dealing with the past, and navigating the political complexities post-Brexit. The Troubles serves as a vital reminder of the devastating consequences of deep-rooted conflict and the extraordinary effort required to transition from war to peace. Understanding the Troubles is crucial, not just for appreciating Irish and British history, but also for learning lessons in political negotiation, reconciliation, and the enduring quest for a lasting peace.